A roar of German tanks from Auschwitz on the coast. This was written at the time that the Pacific Lumber Company was attacking the headwaters redwood forest in far northern California. A roar of German tanks from Auschwitz on the coast. The forest is quiet. The great slender giants beside us rise into the pine needle canopy. Their delicate tops disappear. They stand in silence. Through howling storms, through gentle rainfall that drips to earth, the great trees staying where they were born 1,000, 2,000 years ago, in silence. Through long, silent tunnels of time, lead actors in the forest drama, with the others, the deer, cougars, bears, old veterans and cubs rolling and wrestling, squirrels, possums, skunks, the whole world of forest mammal folk, butterflies, spiders, scorpions, snakes, mosquitoes, 1,000 bugs, the incredible forest universe. The forest floor that nourishes 50 kinds of mushrooms, vines, and worms, fungi, bacteria, to help compost become returns to life, to help hold and filter soil water, sustain hillside slopes against erosion, weather shelters, maintenance of fish habitats. This whole rich environment, 200 feet thick, on these silent mountain slopes, celebrating time and each other, celebrating winters and summers, springs and autumns, in silence. All in silence, except the storms, the lightning, and the rains. Then to remember to recall ideas of investment, capital gains, rates of return that forest life never thought of once through all its millennia, and nor will it ever again after these lumber capitalists are gone and our compost as well. Then the sound of tractors in the distance toward the sea, earth movers, trucks, hauling, spreading, digging, gouging roads, moving boulders, stabbing steadily into the forest's edge. Digging, tearing, crushing with tractor treads and diesel engines. All part of the investment to turn a handsome profit. Tearing, sawing great trees at their base, to fall and crash onto forest life in the soil of 1,000 years, to saw it up, to haul it on great trucks of terror roaring across narrow bridges, to lumber mills like concentration camps, to build tracts of houses for humans already too numerous to let the earth breathe and sigh and weep. Pacific Wartime Lumber Company. Shipped in the third quarter 18% more than they did in the second quarter. The stock quotation fell compared to last year. A towering giant falls, crushing young trees, snapping adolescent trees, then 8 mid-sized trees crashing, destroying bird homes, squirrel homes. Damn it, we gotta get the profit rate up for a better deal with Georgia Pacific, that's just been taken over by the Mitsubishi, General Electric, General Motors combine that has plans way ahead for privatized nuclear testing grounds in Del Norte County, testing the effects of explosions on plants and animals. All deer are gone with silent backward looks toward the sound inferno 2 ridges away, the stench of crushed bodies of small earth-dwelling mammals, the bird silence, the rising clouds of dust. 48 logs today. Good work, boys. You can take Labor Day off. Our August reports look good. Watch the stock market. That's where it's at, right? At night, the forest shudders like death throes. Shattered wood creaks in the cool silence, feeling its pain. Other redwoods, still standing, seem frozen in fear. Fresh sap begins to ooze like yellow blood. The forest floor is silent. The broken life silent, completely silent. The terrible sorrow that came so suddenly. Huge, dark, red ants crawl over debris. At sunup, the roar of the Holocaust, the murder of a forest resumes. Auschwitz. Saws whining against 2,000-year-old pink flesh. Dust, tractors like German tanks. Plunged through brush, pursuing great trees, standing still with knowledge of forest gods. But now, their execution, their fate is sealed. This day, 38 that stood like nobility, like ancient families, like redwood grandfathers, redwood daughters, cousins, sisters, and brothers, face the chainsaw guillotine that will roar into their ankles, then silence, but it will be different. It will be the silence of a cemetery. Forest life will be gone. There will be only forest bloodstains and yellow ooze that will not wash out for centuries. But let me remind you the rate of profitability. Quarterly reports, stock market quotations, buyout values, capital gains are all up, and that's what counts. In corporate boardrooms, the centers of power in this society. August 1996.